Hello, Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Good evening to all of you from where you're watching, tuning in. Good morning and have a very great day. I am wishing you all the way from my side and lots of prayers and wishes to all of you, whoever is joining today with me. So yeah, back with another streaming with a different quick topic to chat on. Uh, I was just thinking about that. We often listen a lot of things about networking. There are tons of researches about networking that start communicating with people and professional that can help you in job search. So I just thought to share some tips and tricks and at the same time my personal experiences that I faced, I've been through, and how well I saw the results and where there were mistakes, error I made, and maybe you are also making at the same time and you're not listening anything. So again, networking is a gift, I must say, in a human being within ourselves, and we have to extract from our personality, our nature, whoever we are, right? So we would be sharing um, some like different insights on it. Oh yeah, I would be sharing it, and you would be joining, and together we would be discussing on it. So let me check who's with us. Herrera Singh Salam. Herrera Singh Salam. Walaikum Salam. Thank you very much for joining. And Salman is also there. Faizan Siddiqui is there. Hello. Can you see me, hear me, guys? And at the same time, feel free to share your thoughts and experience that how you are networking nowadays. Have you seen any results in your life or career whenever you network with someone, whenever you talk to someone? How do you talk actually? How do you connect to someone? Because again, connection is so important and at the same time so magical, I must say. But again, that's a deeper philosophy or a level or a phase of networking. But I would talk in a very simple words that how networking works for job search, for your careers, for your business, and you can transform. So we have Maria. Hey Maria, nice to see you from Cuba. And yeah, definitely a pleasure to have you and to see you here. Let's chat more, yeah. Thank you so much. And then we have Abdul Hassan. Walaikum salam. Thank you very much for joining in. Yeah, so let's begin with the networking topic or first tip or a trick, you might say, that you need to identify the networking style you carry in your self-being. And for that, you have to explore yourself, that what type of nature you possess, what type of personality you are. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? So most of the people say, oh, become so confident, oh, become extrovert, come in front of people, talk to people, and then only you can do best networking. But there are tons of researchers, and even I've experienced that those people who are introverts are also a good networker, right? But the thing is how they become, right? What they do actually. So again, it's so important to know what type of personality you carry, who you are as a nature. Are you an outspoken person? Are you a reserved person who have a limited, a circle or a frame you feel comfortable within, or you are open book, right? So again, it's very important to know that what type of style you carry, what type of personality you are, and then what type of way you have to carry it further for networking. Because it is, again, very crucial sometimes. We don't know how to react, we don't know how to say even hello or hi to someone, right? And we feel like step back and we feel shy sometimes. Oh, he's a CEO. I cannot talk to him or her. He is a leader in a group of companies or enterprise. Oh, I cannot talk to her. So think about in a way that we all are human beings, right? Keep it easy, take it easy, right? So this is a very, very important or a significant message I want to convey over here, that we all are human beings, no one is perfect. So just take it easy, be calm, and try to understand yourself who you are, and then take your networking style forward, right? So I just wanted to share this thing, that how it goes by. So again, tip number 2 is know the rules of professional networking. Now over here we are discussing tips and tricks of networking, and which can again help you in job search, right? So rule number 1, or a very basic rule, we always say, or I tell to my clients, I tell to my network, by my videos, by any post at LinkedIn, that we don't have to ask anyone at LinkedIn or even any where else you are meeting someone directly about the interview, right? That hey, I'm looking a job, and can you just arrange an interview with so and so, or can you have an interview with me? Like that. I kind of like a direct jump into one person and asking about whatever you want, right? So never ask a direct interview. Instead, you can try to ask about the company, if you are talking to some recruiter, if you're talking to a founder of the company maybe, or manager of the company, or director of the company. So you can directly ask, or start building the communication in a way that you can ask about the company culture, how the people are there, how things are moving, how the workflow of the company, particular company is there. Then try to build a connection and a conversation at a level that the person in front of you will start sharing that how it is, what it is, and believe me, it happened. It happened with me, so I hope it will happen with you also. Because at the end of the day, we all are sharing our experiences, our stories, our things that we face. So when it can happen to me, when I met some recruiter, when I was looking for my job, and then I started to ask different questions. So he was really, really interested to reply, and in a very professional way, we took our conversation. And actually, this way of talking, or this way of communicating with someone, leads to the next level of your conversation. And then maybe you don't know that particular person will maybe refer you to somebody, or just recommend you to someone. So again, don't ask directly about the interview, and never ever jumping directly to whatever you want. Try to build a connection, and then see how it goes by. So yeah, let's move on and check that who's more joining us and sharing the comments. So Muhammad is there. Muhammad, feel free to tell how do you network, and what do you think about networking? Do you do network or not yet? Any type of suggestions or feedback you want to share? And then Maria is there. Despite you believe yourself, you're an open book. You definitely need to know the rules. You need to focus. Absolutely. Yeah, we can not be open in a way that we start, speaking everything. Yeah, being an open book means you are a comfortable person to talk on a different topics in this world going on, and then see the relevancy, see the things, how it's going on, what the other person maybe seeking any type of help, any specific help maybe. So then we can twist and turn our communication, our topic, our discussion. Absolutely, Maria. Thank you very much for sharing your thought on it. And yeah, it's great. Okay, so tip number 2 is that when I'm saying that you don't have to ask the interview directly, so at the same time, you don't have to um, ask someone about the job directly. That hey, I'm so and so, and I'm looking for a job nowadays, right? Try to check that whether that connection is really coming from a direct HR recruiting or hiring profession, or he is from different background, right? Try to build a rapport, the connection, a good connection. I mean, you know, that simply start the communication in a way that you are in a market, you are in a certain region, and you are looking for certain roles. And if anything comes up, or he or she can refer, so definitely they will remember you. But at the same time, you don't have to finish the conversation and bye bye. You have to stay there, be in connection, start sharing your experiences. You have been working in different companies, and start asking also them how was their experience, how is their experience, what's their story, what are the trends nowadays after, especially after post pandemic time. Lots of things have been changed, and it's everything is so much like uh, U-turn, or any other term you like. So again, start asking different type of questions, and try to build the communication level at a one pace that someone will feel that he or she is able or capable, that maybe I can refer to someone in my network maybe. So again, don't do anything directly. Don't take direct hits or steps, right, in networking. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so before I move on, just let me know that do you see the viewers count on my streaming? Because I don't know why, for what reason, I cannot see that you guys are watching, you guys are there. I just want to acknowledge you all for being a part of it. So that's why. Just let me know in the comments that do you see the number count in the streaming box? So that will be a great help. Okay, yeah, moving on. It is use social media effectively, and I want to emphasize over here LinkedIn, which is again one of my favorite social media platform so far in building my career, building my brand, and about my work. So LinkedIn is a very great tool or social media platform. You can build up yourself, present yourself, and at the same time, you can network. You can build your network around the globe for with many people, and you can be really good friends. And when I mean really good friends, mean they will become your well wishers at the same time. But again, talking about professional life that can help you in job search. So it's always recommended that whenever you use LinkedIn, and whenever you use a LinkedIn for networking purpose, right? So just make sure that whenever you connect with someone, again, be personalized. Don't again jump into some profile and hit the connect button. Just tell the reason, just tell the purpose of connecting, why you want to connect, and what is the one good reason you want to connect, so that the other person can understand that, okay, she is looking for so and so a particular job maybe, or just to connect for socializing or networking, or having or building the professional connection, right? So for the job search, make sure that whenever you are reaching to recruiters, hiring managers, and any type of hiring authorities, talent acquisition officers, so make sure you personalize your message, why you want to connect, or what job role specifically if you're connecting for. Just tell them in a very brief manner, concise message. It's available on LinkedIn at Note, which contains 250 plus to 300 characters, and just try to say a relevant, good message in that note, and then see the results of how people would be start connecting or taking an interest to connect you, basically, to connect with you. And then when you are connected with that person, so do not forget that connection, right? Just ask them, or follow up with them, or try to again communicate with them, because most of the time it happens that people just send you request or invitation, and when you accept, you don't talk, right? There is no communication. So what's the use of it being in the network, right? So even I was wondering one thing that um, I got 9,000 followers up till now, okay, and somewhere 8,000 connections, and there is 1,000 plus requests pending in my invitation box, because whenever I see them, I am thinking at the very next moment that why they want to connect me, right? And what is the one good reason or the purpose to connect or to network, right? So please, guys, again, onwards, whenever you're sending me a request or invitation, please add a small note why you want to connect, and just feel free to tell your any type of challenges if you're facing, and you're looking any type of help in your career. So just feel free to add a small note, right? So that will be again a great help for me to connect you well, right? All right, so moving on. Yeah, moving on, we have practice networking in your workplace. Now again, it is so much like I must say different. Before I never heard of it that, oh, okay, networking can be done at workplace also, because most of the time in the workplaces there are too many gossips going on, there are too many plans for triggering someone is going on. I mean, like, this is the usual environment of the corporate world, sadly, and practically bitterly. But at the same time, if you work there, build your good connections, build your connections in a very good professional way. So at the same time, networking can take place. I have my old connection, my ex-colleagues still with me in my connection. We are very good friends, and we are helping each other professionally in whatever we are having the task. Okay, and we are there to support our work, encourage each other, and at the same time, if we are having some opportunities for each other, so we are sharing and exchanging that information. So again, yeah, that really helps. Even when you leave the company, right? So when you are at the company, your existing company, try to build up your network there. Try to avoid that gossip part in the lunchtime, and try to talk about the market, talk about the trends, what's going on, the culture, even the goals and the plans for each other. So maybe you guys can help each other in supporting them. Maybe you can collaborate on the another level. So again, networking at workplace really can help, or maybe change your mindset, maybe change your way of thinking before you do of the corporate world. So start practicing, start communicating with your colleagues in a leisure time, even after work also. So that can really help you find maybe the next opportunity even when you leave the company, or both of you, like, you know. So this was something really interesting for me. So I just thought to share with you. So okay, let's move on. Right. Okay. So, and at the same time, you know, when you work, when you network at the workplace, this really help us as a being advisor to each other, right? That you are advising someone something to somebody, your colleague. So this really can again help to understand more about your career, more about the job trends. So yeah, start maybe doing, and it will show you some results. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, this is again so important that help. Think about helping each other. Think about supporting each other. And when I mean help each other in networking, you know, So maybe think in a way that you can volunteer for some roles, right? Now for job search, I would just finding this very important and a very great, I must say, a volunteer role, which is skill-based volunteer. Try to look in your surrounding, in your groups online, that what type of groups are offering some type of maybe volunteer work roles and which is related to your skills, your professional skills. Maybe some of your technical skills can work, maybe some of your soft skills can work in there, right? So try to look for those groups who are offering some volunteer roles which are relevant to your profession, right? So that is also another way to network, because when you go there, when you be a part as a volunteer, you talk to people, you communicate, you share some ideas, you observe them, and there you go. You're starting to build that a way or a pattern in your life which can help you in your career, right? So volunteer roles are very good way to build your network, because one person can introduce to another, another can introduce to a third and fourth and fifth and so on. So that will really help you in the job search, because we as a human being, when we start talking, so we would like to share things, right? And when we are connecting and networking professionally, so that is the moment you can share your experience, that is the moment you can share your skills, that is the moment you can tell your history, a little bit background of your career, your education, your industry, so that can again help you out in your job search, right? So this was so important. I just found it and I thought to share with you. Okay, then moving on. Okay, follow up. All right, so what is there? Yeah, follow up is so important now. Why? Because whenever, as I mentioned before, that whenever we connect with someone, we don't talk, right? We forget that with whom we connected. So again, when you talk to someone, when you communicate with someone, do not leave that conversation behind. Instead, have a follow up, right? Because it's a way to build and nurture your connection, build and sustain your connection. It's a life, and we all are busy at the same time. But again, whenever you get a chance, just leave a message, leave a hi message or a note, a small note about asking each other. In short, following up, asking the welfare about each other, what's going on. Just do not leave behind that connection, right? And then see how it works actually. So most of my connections I have in my LinkedIn and great network. So uh, we are usually exchanging words and and I remember the profiles I can look for, I can refer maybe, and at the same time vice versa. So really help you if you make a habit to follow up and try to ask and discuss, right? And ultimately share, right? So this can help you actually to make yourself remember at the same time, right? That he or she is someone in my connection that maybe needs help or any referral and recommendation, right? So it really helped, I think, both of us, right? The person who is in the process of job search, and for you as well, and for you as a profile, right? So that can really help. So yeah, this was the last tip I just shared with you. Follow up note, you have to make a habit. Okay. All right. So Pawan told me, all right, two viewers were watching live. All right. Thank you for telling me, because I cannot see. That's why I just inquired with you guys. All right, thank you for telling me, and I hope these tips and tricks will help you in any way when you are trying to build up your network, when you're trying to build up your connections, and especially for job search, because again, job search is a process, it's a journey, I must say, and you have to enjoy this process. You have to have a little fun in this process. You don't have to be too much kind of like an Iron Man or Iron Lady to find a job search. Take it easy. Believe me, you will be there at a stage where you want to see yourself. But again, at the same time, you have to follow these tips and techniques. Keep on searching more. Keep on suggesting or providing some good information at your LinkedIn in your network. So again, that can really help to you and at the same time to your network for great connections, right? And thank you very much for being my connection in my network. You guys are there to support and encourage. So I thank you so much to everyone. And yeah, so feel free to leave me the comments or any questions you've gotten for networking or any techniques you're looking for ahead. So I have a plan to organize a master class on networking, and I'm looking forward to it. So feel free to book your seats before prior time. I would be posting up and publishing on LinkedIn, and you guys would be posted and informed prior to the time at the same time. Looking forward for the next time, guys, and thank you so much for connecting.